Anyway, long story short, we are back, and today's the day, people. We are going to be playing The Executive at around 11 a.m. Pacific time, which is like an hour and 40 minutes from now. It is a game where you run a movie studio. You brainstorm and greenlight movies so that someone like me can watch them on the bike and then give a pithy one-sentence review that makes it sound like I understand it more than the person who wrote and directed it, which means we have about an hour and 40 minutes to get the bird in the mug, mate. To get the bird in the mug. Hey, I completed this one. You have to do it softer. Trust. You didn't learn anything. Do it again. You didn't learn anything. Is that really how you wanna get it started here? Hey, this is why are you so twisted up? This thing is, it's like a noose, man. Give me a sec. I gotta, the headphones are all twisted up here. Can I show you what you do when you got something like this? Hold that. Look, this is embarrassing, man. You hold the headphone up like this, and you just let it spin itself out. Okay, now it's overcorrecting, so you slow it down so it can normalize. That looks pretty good. There you go. Face cam's in the way of the cup. That's true. That is true. Where did I put myself? I probably put myself top right, but I don't think it really matters. You look uncanny without the headphones. Here's the thing. I've seen my teacher at the grocery store, and I've been a teacher at the grocery store who has been spotted by students. The problem exists right here for you. It doesn't exist here for me. The problem is inside of your brain. Take it from somebody who's been on both sides of the aisle. Okay, we got to get our form back. We're giving it a little much. That felt right, just a little later. Ooh, oh, we're back, baby. We're back. Before I glance, let me get a little dialed here. Did Chib done it yesterday? It's a good question. It's a good question. Thank you for asking. I have not been called yet on saying, if you see me in public, I will give you $5 if you ask for it. But I also, ever since I mentioned that, I don't think I've been, like, audibly recognized. Like, there's always the chance that, like, there's been a couple times where I've been outside where I've seen someone do like a double take and hold gaze on me a little long, and I've been like, they might recognize me. And I'm not saying they're too shy to say hello. They might just be like, I've seen this guy on like YouTube Shorts or whatever. They might not be like, oh, I'm his biggest fan, but I'm like too nervous to go say, hey, are you Northern Lion? Like, there's lots of people, you know, when I see them, I'm like, oh, that's this person. But like, I'm not gonna fucking go up and talk to Gregor Robertson at Tractor and be like, hey, didn't you used to be the mayor? Like, he's getting lunch, dude. What I'm trying to say is I think I've fallen off. Who's the most famous person in your contact list? It's Dan by like a mile, probably. If I had to guess. Oh. Not Ludwig? I thought we were talking about real contact list for one. So I'm talking about like in my cellular phone where I can reach him like not in character. Not my Discord contact list, which largely consists of people that I've never actually met in person. And I think it could be Dan anyway. Dan was on like, he was on big TV during the monoculture, man. Dan's a known public figure. Ludwig is very famous. He's had billboards in Times Square, but we work in kind of like an insular industry. The average adult I meet needs an explanation, at least for now, of what this website even is. The average person, if I said, oh, he was on Big Brother, they would be like, no way. Dude, we're getting close. We are getting close. It doesn't get much closer than that. Oh! Did Chib do this yesterday? I don't know. What seat are you on the airplane? Did row 1A get served their meal before you? Yeah, but like, don't sweat it. Just sit in the chair. The food's coming, brother. The food is coming. You got nothing to worry about. You don't look into your neighbor's bowl to see if they have more food than you. You just look in your neighbor's bowl to see if they have enough food. +2? Guess what, idiot? You just +2'd a Louis C.K. quote. How do you feel about that? Wow. Wow. It wouldn't be me. In 2025, it wouldn't be me. But okay, if you want to. All right, then. I didn't realize. He's a genius? Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. In the sense that, like, it's unfortunate for two reasons. It's unfortunate that God gave one of his best comedy brains to one of his biggest perverts. Which is probably not even true, but he definitely shouldn't have done that stuff. But it is also unfortunate that we had to pretend that he wasn't really, really funny for like a few years until the culture caught up, I think. We had to do the thing where it was like, and I never thought he was really funny anyway. And everyone had to be like, yeah, that's true. That's true. No. I wasn't. No, when I was 16 in 2004, I wasn't really fucking with Chappelle's show. I was always like, oh, I bet this guy has like a sinister energy around him. There's just something off about this Rick James sketch. Oh! We were there, man. We were there. It's like saying Seinfeld isn't funny. Okay, that one I get, though. I'm actually, like, just to be honest, I'm trying to think, how old are people born in 1999? 26 years old? If you were, like, born in the 2000s and you think Seinfeld is funny, I think that's weird. Even I'm like, I'm at a good age to have seen Seinfeld when it was on and enjoyed it, and then watched a lot of it in syndication. But if you were more in the like the How I Met Your Mother generation, or even like the death of the 3-camera sitcom, I'm not surprised if you don't like Seinfeld. If you're like from my generation and you don't have some kind of fondness for Seinfeld, that's also kind of surprising to me. Hold on. My dad's old. I was force-fed Seinfeld. How old, though? Because, I mean, my dad's old, but he was like 25 when Seinfeld was on the air. I don't know what 26-year-olds' favorite comedies are. Search Party? Cool 26-year-olds, probably Search Party. Everybody else, I don't know. Steven Universe. Steven Universe isn't a comedy? Oh yeah? Then why am I crying? The Office? Bro, no shot you were 7, you were like vibing with The Office. That's stolen valor. You've never even worked in an office at that point. Please beat this level. You're so weak, but don't worry. If you stick around for a little while, you will get stronger. For your sake, I hope it takes long. Because you got a long way to go. Beating the level won't save you. It'll just provide you with relief. The only thing that can save you is learning to enjoy the struggle. Because it's not going to end. Millennials love The Office? Yes, I am one. I like The Office. Now, you won't catch me on r/Dunder Mifflin debating whether or not Hilary Swank is actually hot. You won't catch me listening to a weekly podcast about the behind-the-scenes production of The Office, which doesn't make sense to me because the show... how much could they have to talk about? Like, wasn't it mostly... I don't need to go down there. I mean, I respect the hustle, don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, how much meat could there be left on the bone, you know? Pam's kind of a terrible human being. Speak on that. Why? Well, okay, like, yeah, she should have probably, like, broken up with Roy. That's a given. But, like, apart from that, what's Pam's problem? Pam's bad as F. That's Gen Z parlance, though, right? That means she's good. Like, back in the day, if you were a baddie, you were like King Koopa or whatever. Now, if you're a baddie, you're like Doja Cat. Like, it's a different type of beast. That was pretty close. King Koopa, everybody wants to... Boy, you got the yams. You know what I'm talking about? Do another close one. Okay, this one's for you. I don't think Pam's a bad person in The Office. I think she makes a couple of bad decisions, but they don't smack of like evilness to me. But this is also like, if you're having this conversation, this is like the most millennial conversation of all time. It's like show that has been off the air for 12 years or something like that. Is Pam the real villain of The Office? Like, it's been, we're on different stuff, man. The culture's moved on. Jim's a sociopath. In light of, you know, the way that things have changed in the past 20 years, Jim does come off more as relentlessly bullying his neurodivergent coworker, for sure. And he probably should have knocked that shit off, even though Dwight is annoying. But I don't know. It was a different time, man. It was a different time. He fumbled Rashida Jones? No, he didn't. He fumbled Karen Filippelli. And that's because he was in love with Pam, man. You wouldn't get it. She'd bewitched him like body and soul or whatever. He did fumble Amy Adams as well, also known as Purse Girl. But that's because he was in love with Pam, dude. Oh, I knew it. I knew it, man. It went straight in. It was so easy. We should probably do it again, man. That's just a beautiful shot there. All right. I mean, we got more, man. What about dart? Okay. All right. On this one, I have absolutely no idea what they're asking of me. You're joking. I'm gonna hit the bullseye and hit the yellow dot right in the middle. This is tough. Get ready, boys. I honestly don't think we're gonna be done this in an hour and 37 minutes, but I could be persuaded. I think I just fucked up their siding. Okay, just hitting the board would be like a good start. Okay, okay. Yo, what the hell? Cinema? We're getting closer. This is hard, man. This is hard. Wait for it. Bit by bit. They really went the extra mile on like the sound design on this, man. I'm just trying to get the aim and the cadence right, man. If we can get the aim and the cadence right, we're gonna be okay. But also, anybody else? I stared at the bullseye or the dartboard for like 20 seconds, and I think it fucked with my eyes forever. Like I'm seeing the grid pattern over chat right now. I think I gotta go to this camera, man. How much control do you have over the throwing? Unfortunately, 100%. This is gonna be so satisfying, man. Which Office character would have the mental to do this? I think anybody stuck at the office would have the mental to do this, as long as they weren't working. Creed would do it first shot. Guaranteed, man. Guaranteed. It's easier to do this IRL. Yeah, because I already know how to throw a dart, man. Of course it's easier to do this IRL. This isn't like, you know, Madden, NFL 25, and trying to get the Chiefs to win a fucking Super Bowl. That's fucking fantasy. That's in the fantasy genre. They've actually won 3 Super Bowls. Yeah. Well, so have the fucking Browns, probably. But nobody cares. Nobody cares, Travis. Nobody cares. Season's over. Which means my season has just begun. Because I got to get in a fantasy league by, like, next August. So that I got something to talk about with the other school dads, man. You're going to get into basketball now? Nah. Raptors are too good. Wouldn't be fun for anybody. Timing is kind of ass. Is there aim control? Yes, 100% aim control. Yeah, where would you take Bronny in the fantasy basketball draft? First round is a given. It's like, do you take him before or after SGA? Probably after. Pack 1, pick 1. Yeah. But what if I got second pick and he's still there? Whoa! I got an achievement, man. Is the throwing motion the same from both camera angles? It's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. You've gone through life being rewarded for treating the world as a puzzle waiting to be solved by you and only you. This isn't that, though. The way that you succeed in this game is by letting go of the rope. It's by relaxing. It's by not knowing that it's going to take a while, but expecting that it's going to take forever, and then being pleasantly surprised when it doesn't. It was just a simple question. There's meaning steeped in every single action that ever takes place on this planet, whether you intended it to be there or not. You don't understand Zen, man. What's the meaning of life? I'll tell you when you're older. I'll tell you when it's over. How do you feel about that? That's the most satisfying sound, the balloon. Not quite a fork, not quite a spoon, something altogether different. A fapoon. We'll get there. We'll get there. That's the speed that we want? Yeah. That dude. I lost the speed. We go again? That's the speed. Very demoralizing when you shoot and you can't see the dart. I honestly think it's easier from the other camera angle. Yeah, but it's way, way, way less cinema. What the hell? You get a replay after? Yeah, but like, look at it. Huh? Get out the fucking binoculars, boys. Get out the fucking binos. Here we go. Here we go. You know what else pisses me off? Chibli, I'm not trying to say you're spiritually decroded, okay? Especially because you're fucking asleep. I don't respect when you try 100 times in a row and then you go, oh, here's the strat. And you just spam. You don't fucking get it, man. You don't get it yet. You're still trying to wiggle out to find an escape. There is no escape, man. You escape only by accepting that you are imprisoned. And that's why we try on every shot. Because at least they gave us a dart and a fucking board, man. If we didn't have a dart and a board, then we'd really be bored. Tighten it up. Hello, Simvicta. Hello. You're mad because Chibli's trying to break his chains? No. I'm mad because he's aspiring towards a larger cell. You might not be ready for that yet. Oh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Can you break the clock? Check this out. Nope. Okay, you're not wrong. It's a lot easier from this camera angle. But I can't deny it's less cinema. There we go. Okay. Tighten up. Tighten up. I think I'm also not sitting perfectly straight. You gonna pay for the damages to the attic? Yeah, I'll buy you a new 2x4. Don't sweat it. Like this? A little more speed on it? Okay, take a hydration here. Let me take a peek. Sorry, I'm locking in. It's like a one beat after you hear the. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay. Shake out the shoulder. Shake out the shoulder. We're striking pay dirt. Let's be honest. Does it have to strike the yellow thing as well? Puzzle solver. Nothing gets by you, huh? Yeah, otherwise this would just be darts. Yeah, it's gotta pierce the yellow thing, man. No disrespect or whatever. What even is the yellow thing? See, now you're asking the kinds of questions I'm finding interesting. What even is that? And what's shooting it, man? Because if this was really like some fucking turn of the millennium ass like Saturday content, there would be like your kid brother throwing this shit up. So there would actually, this would be like a co-op multiplayer game. One person would be throwing the yellow thing, and the other person would be trying to land the dart, which would raise the degree of difficulty by like probably 1000x. I'd rather be the guy throwing the dart for sure. Because if you fuck up throwing the dart, everyone goes, it's really hard. But if you fuck up throwing the disc, everybody goes, well, you didn't even give the dart guy a chance. That's true. It's also probably just safer to be the one throwing the dart instead of the other guy. You know what? Does this game have lore? I'm not sure if this was like a West Coast American indie game. I'm sure like at the end of this, they would flip the camera around and you would be like, oh shit, I've been bald the whole time. Wow, you hit all those trick shots, but you didn't even think about the fact that the whole time your character was gay, dude. Wow! Wow! This shit fucking, they hit me with the bait and switch, man. Nah, I think it's just like this. You just throwing the darts. You're just putting the darts in the bag. Don't even get me started talking about Spec Ops, man. Don't even get me started. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This REI stuff has gone too far, man. With the fucking the windbreakers and what do you call them? You put on the shoes to climb the ice, the crampons or something. The whoa, they got hats and stuff. They got little camping stoves that you can like you just pull on a button and then the thing lights on fire or whatever. Ran out of steam after 2 things. I haven't spent that much time inside a mech, honestly, to be honest, so. Last time I went to mech, I talked about it with stream, and I felt like chat was gaslighting me. I was like, chat, this store has an entire section dedicated to like pickaxes that you use to climb ice. Who the fuck is climbing glaciers? And then everyone in chat was like, I actually climb glaciers in my downtime. Yeah, no, last year I got into ice climbing. And I was like, no, you fucking didn't, man. Like a couple of you, sure, but there were like 1,000 people that were like, it's actually really common. It's really, really common to climb glaciers. I mean, it must be in a way because they got a whole section in the store for it. But on the other hand, Mech is constantly going bankrupt and then being bought by private equity companies and then going bankrupt and being bought by another private equity company. So maybe not. That was a good one. That was a good one. These are good ones. That was not. It's also one of those rather have it than need it type situations. I mean, maybe I'm just an idiot, but like, why do you need an axe for climbing a glacier? Unless you know you're gonna need it. Like, I mean, I've gone my whole life, including like living in a very wintry area, without having a pickaxe to climb on ice. You mostly just get like, I don't know, winter shoes and like a little plastic scraper from Canadian Tire. You just had a huge snowstorm in Vancouver? Do you live in the Sahara Desert? When there's 6 centimeters of snow on the ground, you do not need a fucking vertical limit mountain climbing ice axe. This is it. It's just, it doesn't even make sense as bait, man. What, to get out of your house? Yeah, you need like a shovel and some salt. I'm in Florida. You wouldn't believe how often we use it here. I don't know what you're using the axes for in Florida, but I've been to Orlando enough to know that I don't want to know, I think. Probably to hold your phone while you're driving. Based on my limited experience, I suppose. Come on. Peloton will never make a climbing wall, okay? They already can't make a treadmill that doesn't kill people. We should be just thankful that we've still got the bike. The wall would be like a weapon of mass destruction, man. It'd be a mass casualty event. So close. So close. Going too fast, not aiming right. Much better. Tighter, better, closer, warmer. My phone won't stop sending me stock price notifications for Peloton, and I blame you. Don't blame me. You should blame the impulse of retail traders who sort by biggest loser to see which stocks they're most likely to buy before tomorrow. Okay, that has nothing to do with me. I'm a buy and hold investor. Okay, you got me confused. Also, you should blame the algorithms which don't know what you actually want to see. Every time I check Google Finance, there's a notification that's like, market sluggish upon blah, blah, blah news. And then I open Google Finance and it's like the S&P 500 is up 1.5% on the day. I'm like, you don't even know what you don't know what you don't fucking know, dude. You don't know what you don't fucking know. Hold. 1.5 is a lot in a day? Yeah, no shit, buddy. That wasn't a... Should I have selected a larger number? This is a pretty good day, man. Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, you know, you got it. Nothing gets by you. You have to hit the disc as well. Why not practice hitting the disc instead of hitting the bullseye? Because you have to hit both the bullseye and the disc. Why would I practice hitting a disc that's in motion when all I have to do is hit a stationary target at a specific time? You have to hit the disc when it's in front of the bullseye. The disc moves, the bullseye doesn't move. Where's the crystal? It's full right now, unfortunately. The crystal is at capacity. It does not have to be on the bullseye. You don't understand. It has to be on the bullseye. Even if the game will give you a win, if you hit it not on the bullseye, it has to be on the bullseye. Otherwise, we're not posting this shit on YouTube. We're not getting 2 million subscribers for hitting fucking 888 with the fucking yellow circle in the 888. That's not cinema. It's called Dude Perfect, not Dude Good Enough, okay? Exactly. I'm asking for a smaller cell. Because my mind is free. Stole Chatter's joke. First time? Long time listener, first time caller, and something of an armchair baller? Type shot. Yeah. Bullseye type shot. I'm with you. You like Colin Farrell in Bullseye? I think you'll find that outside of Ireland, the movie was called Daredevil. You think it's hot in the attic? Safe bet. Safe bet. I also feel like this was like 2002. It's before like every new build had AC. So you know it's probably getting stifling up here. But also it means that like you got the fucking weird ass attic window cracked. You know, the Raiders of the Lost Ark one with the light streaming in. And you can like smell your neighbor's lawn clippings because it's probably Sunday at 11 a.m. right now. You can hear. So the room stinks. Yeah. And yet we're still here. Just to suffer? Who's suffering, bro? We're thriving up here. You can go back to Marvel Rivals if you want. This is better than Marvel Rivals. You know why? There's no chance of losing. There's literally, all you can do is win or say not today. In that way, it's actually possibly the easiest game ever made. You can't fail. You can only fail yourself. You're constantly losing? No. I'm constantly learning. Fear not the man who hits the bullseye. Fear the man who has missed the bullseye 1,000,000 times. Close eyes. That one felt good. Was it good? Not so good. Not so good. Do it with your left hand. Pervert. I can't really. I have to rework my whole desk to do that. How long you been trying to make this? 30 seconds. 30 seconds. That felt good. I'm wanting it too bad. We have to go back to, I don't really care. Casual. Okay, yeah, whatever. Maybe we'll hit it, maybe we won't. What do I care? Can't be desperate. They'll smell it on the screen. Can't believe I missed the birdie. Well, you know what's great about that? Now that we've done the birdie once, we could probably do it anytime, man. This looks like one of those picture-in-picture games on TikTok. I wouldn't know, but I'm assuming that's because, like, unlike most video games released in the modern era, it's actually, like, easy to tell what's going on. Like, the mechanics of the game are self-evident from the screenshot or the video. Whereas the average game that comes out now that people beg you to play, you need to watch, like, a 180-minute long primer in order to understand the basic mechanics. Hold. Mind difference, I'm afraid. No, I get it. It's why, like, Endgame is so popular. A, because it's really good. It's probably one of the best movies ever made. And B, because once you've watched all the prequels, I mean, at that point, you're already in. There's no way to get out. I wonder if there was anybody that was stoked for the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe, pogged up in Infinity War, and then gave Endgame like a 1.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd. That's me? Really? You're fucking with like Doctor Strange 1 more than Endgame? I think it's perfectly valid. I'm just surprised. Doctor Strange is really good. It's fine. It's got some inventive scenes for sure. Really good. I mean, it depends, you know, in the domain you're discussing. You just gave that Jesse Eisenberg movie a 9? Yeah, it was really good. I mean, we're not talking about Batman versus Superman, the Dawn of the Justice League or whatever. We're talking about a real pain. It is a little frustrating that, like a lot of movies, it ends with a beam struggle between Kieran Culkin and Jesse Eisenberg. But, like, the characters, they did a rich character work throughout the movie up to that point. So I think they'd, like, kind of deserve to tie it up nicely. Even though it seems like Kieran Culkin will be back in, like, a real pain 2 or whatever. Last scene was insane, man. They didn't have to go that far. Honestly, my theater they gave it a standing ovation. And when Jesse Eisenberg, when he got the Infinity Lederhosen, and it turned out that he was actually Mark Zuckerberg in disguise the whole time, Spoilers. I'd like to spoil that for you, but spoilers. People were like, I knew it. I knew it. As soon as I saw the diamond Jesus chain, I was just thinking that must be. That's got to be Mark, man. As soon as I saw this bottle of Sweet Baby Ray's. You think Kieran Culkin's a better actor than Macaulay Culkin? It's kind of hard to tell because Macaulay Culkin has done like 3 movies in his entire life, and 2.9 of them were when he was like 8 years old. So, I mean, I don't know. I think he's produced better work since the release of Home Alone 1 for sure. But I feel like Macaulay Culkin, he's retired, man. He retired at like 22 or something. Nobody wants to say this, okay? But what's his name? It's Kevin McAllister, that's right. Kevin McAllister deserved half of the stuff that happened to him in Home Alone 1. He did not deserve to have the home invasion stuff go down. But he did deserve a little bit to be left behind by his parents. Have you watched the first 30 minutes of Home Alone in the last like 10 years? He's a fucking dickhead to his mom, man. He basically says, I wish my whole family was fucking dead. His family was mean. His uncle was mean. And his cousins were mean. But if you're going to say, oh, he's 8, well, his cousins were fucking 9, okay? So if you're going to discount all of Kevin's behavior using the superficiality of youth, then you got to apply the same thing to everybody but Buzz, okay? Because Buzz is maybe like 14. They ignored him because they got to get out there. They're flying to Paris tomorrow. They got 16 kids. They're trying to get organized and pack and get the traveler's checks, and there's no internet and shit. And they had 2 catered or chartered fucking vans to take them to the airport and shit. There's no reason Kevin had to say, like, I wish my whole family was fucking dead, dude. It's their fault for having 16 kids? No, it isn't. He had Catherine O'Hara and the CIA agent, they had 2 kids. They just had like 9 cousins or something like that. Also, I know a lot of you don't have kids. They literally want attention all the time. It's not bad parenting to not give them attention all of the time. Sometimes you got shit to do. They're like, give me your attention. And you're like, I'm literally driving the car right now so we don't crash. And your kid's in the back seat going, look at me, look at me, look at me. And then all the r/child-free mods in the chat are like, you're a bad parent if you don't look at your kid every time they ask. What the fuck are you talking about, man? I'm cooking your dinner right now. I'm cooking your food. Now, they shouldn't have left him at home. But he's 8. He was old enough to go to the store by himself. Like a year later, the dude literally was in New York by himself and nothing went wrong. Until he fucking went looking for trouble. He was chilling in New York. The only consequence was going to be his dad's Amex was going to get maxed out. Big whoop, okay? Then he sees the wet bandits and he decides, oh, I got to be a hero. He could have just been minding his own business, man. He did. When you see the ops, vacation's over when you spot the ops. Anyway. You know what's weird about Home Alone 1? Why is the cashier at the store so pressed that there's an 8-year-old buying groceries by himself? Like she's trying to suss him out. Like she's trying to blow up his whole spot. He's literally like buying food with money. Why are you being so nosy? It was the 90s? No, that's what I mean. Like Like nowadays, they would call like Child Protective Services instantly or something. But like in the 90s, it was like not that abnormal. Eight den is like 2 now? I think it's the opposite, man. I think the 8 den is like 25 now. We got like grown adults with cushy software engineering jobs that can't go to the grocery store by themselves, man. That's we love that for them because they've got like Instacart and shit now. I guess. I don't know. I've never used it, but like of all the stuff in the movie, why is the cashier so nosy? No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This doesn't count. This doesn't count. Triple seven? Count it? Okay, I'm gonna count it for now. We'll throw in a slash marker real quick. We're gonna count it for now,